Hey guys, what's up? Murder of Birds here. Welcome back to the channel. And we have arrived. It has been another year, another volume, and another bittersweet finale for RWBY with Volume 5. This is going to be my Chapter 14 reaction to the finale titled Haven's Fate. Now, first off, I do want to say that I'm really happy that I'm more put together for this finale than previous volumes, right? Volume 3, I was a bloody mess with the intensity and the suspense of the fall of Beacon and what eventually happened with that. Volume 4 was still high-strung, anxiety because Ren and Nora seemed like they were on the chopping block and they had death flags all over the place. But this volume, I still have a level of anxiousness for, for this finale in particular, because we don't know if Cinder's actually been taken care of and the like. And so I still have that that level of worry, but it's nowhere near as severe as previous volumes. So, so thumbs up for that. But before I get into the reaction, I just want to express, so first off, if you hear rumbling and anything like that, it is like, there's like a thunderstorm outside my house. It's raining super hard. I don't think you can hear it, but just keep that in mind. But I just want to give a very sincere thank you to everybody who has supported my channel, especially in the last year. Not even pertaining to just RWBY, which has been like a crazy boom of support and growth over the last few months, but 2017 was a massive year for me, and I didn't get to make a year in review like I wanted to during the end of the year because I got sick, and then RWBY came back after the holiday break, and I basically had no time for that, which I am going to get to that as well. But 2017 was massive for the channel, for the support of everything that I went through, for all of the content that I brought to the table, for all of the time and effort that I put into it as well. Like, I haven't seen my, I haven't seen my mom since Christmas, and before that, God knows the last time I saw her. My friends understand the priorities and the obligations that I have for my channel, and I'm really grateful that they understand that, like, my channel is really important to me and the effort that I put into it. We put so much work into the content that we all produce together, like my reactions on a weekly basis since the, since the character shorts, on top of the 14 chapters. I think, with this discussion that we're going to be doing this weekend, I've talked about RWBY on a weekly basis for about 48 hours from Chapter 1 to Chapter 14 with people in the community who've joined on a weekly basis for those live discussions. I think the best form of content that I've ever made that has really pushed my mindset creatively and really challenged me to kind of produce content that I'm proud of were my TLDR reviews that unfortunately didn't really get to shine as much as I wanted them to this year because of the amount of editing and just the it was basically really time consuming. So I'm going to kind of go back to the drawing board with that content and bring that back for Volume 6. But, the subscribers have been incredible, the comments have been incredible, the feedback has been amazing. We surpassed 50,000 subscribers, and at the time right now, we're on our way to 55,000. I have really no words. And I know it sounds, it's the most generic thing, and there's really no other way to express my level of appreciation for all of you guys who care enough about me, who care enough about my opinions, who care enough about the content to come back every week, to subscribe, to leave feedback, and to ultimately see where things go from here. And that is something that I don't think I'll ever get used to. I'll never get used to that, no matter how many, no matter how high the numbers get, no matter how much the support is overwhelming. Every year it's still like a surreal experience to just be like, holy shit, we actually grew, we actually accomplished a lot. Like, what I do feels like it has purpose, it has meaning, and it's of value to someone out there. It makes someone's day, it makes someone feel involved, included in the community if they don't have that where they live. And that's ultimately my grand goal and purpose here on the channel, and Volume 5 kind of blew that out of the water. And I just want to again extend a sincere and honest thank you guys for helping me become a better person, a better YouTuber, a better streamer, for enlightening and making your RWBY experience better, for making my RWBY experience better by having you guys with me, having me with you. And Volume 6 is going to be, I feel like, very fantastic, especially if, the writers can look at the show and find ways for it to improve and excel, because I feel like Volume 5 could have been a lot better, especially when it comes to pacing, but the fact that the writers acknowledge that moving forward has been great. Animations have been great too, and I feel like I'm going to get into that towards the credits of, explaining a lot of my mindset of the volume overall. But, you know, I just wanted to give a little moment at the beginning of this video to give my appreciation to everybody, the viewers, my audience, the Rooster Teeth family, the RWBY fandom, you know, the RWBY especially for the work that they did with this volume. We have 24 minutes to blow for this finale to see how everything wraps up, what we can kind of dissect and talk about leading into Volume 6 later this year, and what they're going to be able to show at RTX and the like. Oh boy. But again, thank you guys very, very much for enjoying the content. I'm gonna have a lot of things flushed out and rolling out afterwards, you know, with RWBY Chibi and Red vs. Blue. Genlock is supposed to be coming out later this year as well. So I have a lot of things planned along with Twitch streaming and all the like. But again, thank you guys very much. We're gonna be getting into the finale as always. For the final wrap up, be sure to leave any thoughts you might have on this video in the comment section. And without further ado, let us continue. Alright guys, we're going to be starting the finale for RWBY Volume 5 with Chapter 14, Haven's Fate, 24 minutes, 29 seconds. Also, I skipped the intro, but there was a prompt at the beginning that mentioned sticking around after the credits to show off some of the new animated series coming from Rooster Teeth Animation, which I think is going to be a 2D show and a 3D show. I briefly remember reading it, Nomad of Nowhere, and obviously Genlock. So they're probably going to show off trailers for those at the end, so I'll look forward to sticking around to seeing what those are all about. But again, leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys so much for your support. We're going to be getting into the finale chapter in 3, 2, 1, now. Alright, here we go. We're starting upstairs in the courtyard. Oh, I like the water. That kind of a cool effect. Cease your resistance! White Fang, you guys done goofed. You gotta deal with Ilya and Bunny Girl. And all those guys, too. Oh, except that you fucked up, man. Come on, dude. My hero! Oh, gosh. A new ship right here. Oh, Adam, he's still not down.
You regret ever coming back.
More police are on their way, Adam.
Please don't punk Adam like you did last week.
Still too afraid to face me on your own.
I'm here for Haven, not you.
Get wrecked, dude! You're like an afterthought to her now. I love it. Wilton Blush is a great weapon. I love that.
You are still afraid, and you should be. I've made powerful friends while you've been away.
Oh yeah?
Son, are they gonna fight Adam?
Where?
Tell me, does Blake make all of her classmates fight for her?
I fight for my friends.
It's a volunteer gig. I'm just saying, for someone who claims to have such great friends,
love Son. God bless.
Doesn't seem to be a lot of people here willing
Son
to
was
fight
such
for
a
you.
treat this volume. Yeah, I wouldn't say Adam has friends, more like acquaintances, like the enemy of my enemy.
You can try and make me regret coming here, Adam.
You gotta get away, dude.
But honestly, I've got more important things to deal with.
Get rejected, dude! Oh! Gunchucks! Are they really fighting him?
Son,
Oh,
wait.
god damn!
He's getting away.
Holy
We can
crap,
take
dude!
him.
They snuck in the gunchucks?
No, we can't. He wants to lure us away so he can pick us off.
Yeah.
We need to protect the school and the people here.
At least he got away.
Besides,
Adam has some, like, he's
now
gotta
he can
redeem
see what it
himself. He's
feels
gotta
like to run away.
restore his pride.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. I like that
We all need
parallel
help
too.
sometimes.
Like Blake was physically and emotionally harmed and ran away,
I
and
think
now
there's a few people who
she
could use
basically is
yours.
doing the same thing to Adam.
Be careful.
No promises.
I love that response. Good shit, son. Please be safe. I love you. Ooh, back inside.
Okay.
Surviving.
I don't know how that big guy's still standing. He recharges his aura faster than I've ever seen.
Really? So he can withdraw pain and he...
Willpower.
Hayes was a freaking tank, dude. He's literally a mountain. Oh my god, I can't believe I summoned that. The one-hitter quitter, dude. Oh, she's back! Oh my god!
Are you hurt?
No.
They're like,
I just
where did you
remember
come
being
from?
More of the quiet one.
Have you met Blake?
Not today. All right.
Oh my god, teamwork! What was that? Oh, good shot, Ruby. Nice shooting, Tex. And of course, the coward runs away.
You've gotta be kidding me.
See Murphy's face when he did that? Did she just say checkmate? I think she just said checkmate.
I warned you, Yang. I gave you every opportunity.
Oh god, here we go, mother-daughter moment.
So you can believe me when I say this
This
wasn't
is
personal.
this is really needed between both of them.
You opened the vault.
Thanks to the chaos you and your friends caused upstairs. I knew you could handle it. You're my daughter, after all.
Crow and Oz told me how the maiden powers were transferred. The girl you found. She would have had to have trusted you if you were in her final thoughts.
Oh, so they're getting into the backstory?
Cared about you a lot.
I wonder, a lot of people think
I'm sure
she
they
killed
told
her.
you plenty, and you just sat and obeyed.
No. I'm starting to ask questions like you said. So tell me, what happened to the last Spring Maiden?
Oh shit.
Did she die in battle?
Did you kill her?
Was it sickness?
What does it matter to you?
Oh shit.
I could already see the answer.
She killed her, didn't
It's
she?
all over your face. How could you?
Wow. I didn't think she would.
Scared when we found her. Weak. No matter how much training I put her through, she never learned. She wasn't cut out for this world. And with those powers, she would have been hunted her entire life. What I did
Wasn't personal.
it was mercy.
Which is it, Mom?
Oh
Are you
fuck,
merciful?
man. I
Or
don't
are you
even
a
know
survivor?
where to put a word in
Did you
here.
let me walk into that trap because you knew I could handle it? Or because it meant you could get what you wanted?
Where
It's
did?
not that simple. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. The
Yeah,
choices
she
I
doesn't
had to
know you
make.
because you ran out
You're
on
right.
her.
I don't know.
What
you.
fucking parent says that to a
I
kid
only
they
know the
leave?
Raven Dad told me about. She was troubled and complicated, but she fought for what she believed in, whether it was her team or her tribe. Did you kill her too?
Oh, Yang, come on. That's a bit.
I've stared death in the face over and over again, and every time I've spat in that face and survived because I'm strong enough to do what others won't.
Oh, shut up!
I feel like I'm at like.
You don't know the first thing about strength. You turn your back on people. You run away when things get too hard. You put others in harm's way instead of yourself. You might be powerful, but that doesn't make you strong.
Oh boy, hold on. I gotta pause
Who do you
this.
think you are lecturing me?
Pause. I literally feel I literally feel like I'm at a friend's house and they're just arguing with their parents and I'm just sitting there like awkwardly, like petting the dog, trying to make my presence as vaguely noticeable as possible. They're having at it right now. And in a way, they're kind of like talking to each other. Like, you don't know me, I don't know, like, they don't know each other, it's just a lot of, this is like a lot of what needs to be said. Raven killed the last Spring Maiden, she ran out on her daughter, and she's kind of putting on this front almost, like, I really do feel like in her heart of hearts, she cares about Yang, but she's too prideful to show it. And in a way, I feel like she thinks that will then make her daughter stronger, so she doesn't have to go through what she went through, because Raven, like, we don't know anything about her. Like her past, what she has dealt with, what she has faced, and why she's trying to put that so far apart from Yang to keep her safe, even though she did run out on her. You know, I feel like that does make a bad parent, but like morally, maybe it's for the best for Yang's situation. You know what I mean? Because she had Tai, you know what I mean? She had Tai, she had her uncle, she had her sister, she had a loving family, but it was just like, it was broken to her because like, it's just that part of someone's mind, you know, like if you're an orphan or if you're adopted, like you just wonder well, not orphaned, but if you're adopted, it's like, what if, or like why, you know what I mean? You want answers. Oh man, this is intense. That's really why I'm not talking, because I'm just like, I feel like I have no say in it because it's between them two and I'm just listening. So 3, 2, 1, now.
Standing there shaking like a scared little girl.
Yeah, I'm scared,
That doesn't mean she's weak.
but I'm still standing here.
Exactly. She never runs from her problems.
like
That's
you.
the difference.
I won't run.
Exactly. The
Which is
character
why
short
you're
says
going
that.
to give me the relic.
And
oh, damn.
why would I?
Because you're afraid of Salem! And if you thought having maiden powers put a target on your back...
Imagine, yeah,
imagine
a
what she'll
relic.
do when she finds out you have a relic. She'll come after you with everything she has.
But the same thing goes for you too,
Or she can
Yang.
come after me.
Exactly.
And I'll be standing there, waiting for her.
Strength. Oh my god, Yang, you are so incredible. Barbara's doing an amazing job right now.
You don't want to do this, Yang.
Both of them, Anna Holme too.
Nope. But I'm gonna do it anyway.
She has to. God damn.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Me too.
Did she go to Tai Yang just now? She had to have. Crow's upstairs. And she just teleported. Or portaled out of there. Oh my god, if you're watching this, Barbara, you took Yang to a place, to a new, like, new heights, new levels. My god, that was such a great job. Like, a more emotional side of her. What is this dimension? There it is! Is that a heartbeat? Oh my god, I love how... Oh, look at that! It looks kind of like distorted, like everything is weathering away in time. Is that a lantern? Wow, they got it! They got the relic! They won! An interesting thing that I noticed is that Yang is the first one to grab one of these 4 relics, and she was also the first on-screen character to grab a relic in Volume 1. I just realized that. You're fucking dead, dude. You're, like... Oh, no. Yeah. I saw this coming from...
Where might you be going?
Your Grace. I was just looking for something.
Yeah, looking for a way out.
Leonardo, do you have something you wish to tell me?
They failed. They fucked up. You're no longer useful. No longer. You're dead.
The plan. Huntsman showed up here. Crow. Several students. One with the silver eyes. White Fang attack. It was stopped. I don't know that they'll be able to recover.
Yeah, that's not what you want to tell Salem.
Your Grace,
you're not useful anymore now.
If I leave now, I can avoid the authorities and come find you. I'll do whatever.
This is like almost disgusting. Like, are you really that, like, you're really that much of a coward, dude? You're trying to just save himself. Yeah, GG, dude. You should have just listened to Oz, dude. Why would you ever give in?
Please, ma'am. I'll do anything. I can still be useful. Please. Please.
Oh my fucking god, that is so...
Coward.
That felt too real. And Salem doesn't give a damn.
Just give up.
You guys lost. Take a fucking L, dude.
Cinder will come back. She'll have the relic, and she'll stop all of you.
You guys have a lot of fucking nerve.
She won't let us down.
These guys have gone through hell and back, lost friends, and you guys are mad that you're fucking losing a mission. Yes! Dead ass, though. My god, dude. We finally won! Finally! Finally, dude. We've been taking too many L's these last couple volumes. And she just realized that Cinder's dead. Or that she's gone or whatever. Oh god.
Emerald, get up. We need to go.
She's gonna lose it!
Emerald.
Oh! Are all of them being affected? Oh! Broken! She is... Emerald just affected like 10 people.
What was that?
An illusion. But an accurate one. That was Salem.
Oh my god, that's right! None of them have ever seen Salem before. And she's knocked out too. Fuck. Emerald affected like 12 people in that room. With her semblance. Based on her emotions. And I just realized too that Salem coming to like becoming like a giant figure in the intro actually was a thing.
Unfortunately, it appears that Adam escaped.
It's okay.
My god.
He was the only one to escape tonight.
Oh yeah, he had like
White Fang that followed him.
He had like 8 people.
Won't support a leader that abandons his people. He won't have their help after this.
Wow. Yeah, so he's basically gonna be on his own.
And the White Fang will be left divided.
We've been fighting amongst ourselves for too long.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's time for a new brotherhood.
Take back the White Fang.
For faunas truly working towards a better world.
Oh, a new White Fang?
A new leader.
Huh? Guerra's gonna lead the new brotherhood. Oh! Oh, you gotta talk to your friends. Yang's coming down the steps. We did it!
What happened?
I don't know exactly. When I got down there, Cinder was gone. And Vernal was dead.
And Raven?
Gone.
Why didn't...
Well,
why she...
we're all glad you're still here, Firecracker.
Firecracker. Why didn't she tell her about Raven? Well, I mean, I guess it's personal. It was a personal
I feel like
thing.
I should be asking you guys.
Blake!
So, Blake, what are you doing here?
I was gonna ask you three the
same thing. Oh my gosh, Blake and Ruby just talked for the first time on screen.
That's a long story.
Well...
She's got time.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's all that matters.
Yang, say something. What's wrong with you?
That we're all here
Come
together.
on.
Right?
You lost.
Aww.
Your heart to pin.
Bless Casey.
Yeah.
I never know if you'll come through.
Oh my god, they're finally together.
You appear. Together we're here. And
it's been so long, man.
I don't know how, but we did it.
We did it! Oh, fuck, I don't know.
I'm alright.
Kid.
Oh, Oscar's back!
He's resting. Too much energy fighting.
Oh, hey,
is he okay?
Don't strain yourself.
No. He had a message.
What was it?
Must get the lamp to Atlas.
We're going to Atlas next. Oh, Weiss is gonna be pissed. She just left Atlas. An entire volume spent on leaving Atlas, and now she has to go back. Oh my god, we won. Is that thing alive? It's like pulsating and it sounds like a heartbeat. We did it! Oh my god, we did it! Oh, this sounds like From Shadows, the intro to From Shadows. Oh. Oh my god. We literally, this felt so needed. We've been struggling for so long. The enemies have always been winning. And now things are turning around. This actually felt like a conclusion. And I kind of like that. I feel like every other volume we've gotten like a cliffhanger or something. It's like, oh, it's still not over, we're going to this. Oh, it's still not over, we're going to this. And this actually felt like a conclusive, definitive moment of like, okay, we can actually chill for a second. We got new music. Oh my gosh, now I get to look forward to the soundtrack. Brian Arndt, congratulations, you guys. You guys nailed this volume. Pacing was a little but I loved it. I still had a great time. Can't wait. Did you say From Shadows? A new brotherhood! Is this Blake's theme? Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. So I'm gonna put this down a little bit and just kind of give my overall thoughts. So, oh my god. We got a relic. We're on our way to Atlas. The enemies are finally the ones on the run. They're the ones that are crying. They're the ones that are going through loss now, and rightfully so, right? Emerald's, I can understand Emerald's feelings about losing Cinder, but we lost Pyrrha, we lost Penny, we lost a lot of people along the way. And, you know, I don't wish no damnation on her to that level of losing someone they care about, but it's like, it's just satisfying to see that the enemies are now going through the same thing that the heroes went through, to kind of have a level of perspective. And I can't get over how broken Emerald is, because now that Cinder's gone, she's going to be like a centerpiece for especially, she's going to be a ridiculous centerpiece for Salem, especially if she can master her semblance to where she can affect everybody in the goddamn room. And people say her semblance isn't broken. My gosh. Yeah, I think this is a From Shadows rendition. It's gonna show the credits of music anyway. So yeah, we got the soundtrack too that I'm really looking forward to, because we didn't get any songs. We got songs in the... We got obviously the intro, we got the character, short music, and then... Okay, so here it is. Path of Isolation, Mirror Mirror 0.1, I'm sorry, 0.5, Smile, Ignite, Triumph, All Things Must Die. That was the song that was playing versus, during Cinder versus Raven. All That Matters, I think that's the song when Team RWBY came together. From Shadows Part 2! This time! Does that mean we're getting like an I Burn next volume? Special thanks to Monium family, Dumble Gold, first members, Reddit. We did it, Reddit! The attendees of RTX 2017. This felt, I liked this finale, and the big reason why I liked it was because it's different than any other volume that we've gotten so far, right? Like, every other volume has been, like, something to expect, right? Like, every other volume, I think, has been, like, a massive fight to an extent, right? Volume 1, Torchwick versus Sun and Blake. Volume 2 was the attack on Beacon. Volume 3 was the fall of Beacon. Volume 4 was, like, the Knuckleby fight. So I kind of like, again, how this was, like a conclusion. Oh, we got the end credit scene! Okay. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Tai Yang. Oh, Raven! Because she portaled out of there. Oh, yep. She gonna talk to him? And then they had makeup sex. Oh boy. New from Rooster Teeth. Okay, so these are their new shows. Oh my gosh, I love the finale. I really, really enjoyed that. Okay, Nomads of Nowhere. This is their 2D show. Oh, okay, so this is like, I think this is coming in the spring, if I'm not mistaken. I think Jordan Swears is working on, is directing it. Okay, Genlock! I'm so stoked for this.
Are you running an op?
You said to go to field trials.
I didn't say to drop him in the middle of a city.
You talking about Julian?
As soon as they figure out what he is, they will come hunting. For him and for you.
That sounds like Sienna Khan. That sounds like Monica Ryle.
Worrying about Chase as much.
No. No, I think I'll keep worrying about him a little longer.
Neuroanalysis?
Still adjusting, but full of surprises.
Panel lock release phase 4, Julian Chase.
He wasn't, but...
What about others?
Named Julian Chase, Advanced Strike.
There are some new possibilities, but we may need
to... McLeod, Medrani, Ida.
These are the only matches.
McLeod, Medrani, Ida.
I don't see how we're going to turn this
Sinclair,
around.
Roman. Roman what?
We're just getting started.
Roman Neeson? And that's what it is? Wow. I gotta go back and relook at that. Coming 2018. I'm most looking forward to this show. I'm most looking forward to Genlock because of the fact that, for 2 reasons. Number 1, Gray Haddock is directing it, and I have so much faith in that man, mainly because of the fact that he is such a big fan of, like, mech shows, right? Like the Gundam series, and every time when I used to watch fan service, whenever Gray was talking about, like, old classic anime of the past, and about, you know, him working in the industry at, you know, at some point, or at one point, he would always be so, like, enthralled and enthusiastic about talking about things like Iron-Blooded Orphans. And the second reason why I'm looking forward to it is because I'm not that big into mech shows, right? Like, I've never really watched any mech shows. The only mech show that I've ever watched that I actually enjoyed growing up was Zoids, and I think the only reason I liked that was because the mechs were like a different approach. They weren't humanoids, but they were basically mechs in the form of like creatures and robots. Dinosaurs and like creatures like ligers and animals and stuff like that. So these seem like they're more like exosuits based on the concept art that Dishwasher put out a couple months back. So they kind of look more like exosuits, like they're the suits are like tethered more to like scaled to the body versus like being oversized like battle mechs that are like scaled to like the size of like a city or something like that. So that's another big reason why I'm looking forward to it, especially mainly because of the fact that Gray's directing it, and I think it's supposed to be like an action drama sci-fi show. And it's run by 3D animation, so I'm really looking forward to that. Nomad of Nowhere, I think that's a 2D animated series by Jordan Swears, who used to work on RTAA, and I think they classified that as like Western mixed with fantasy. So I don't really know all about that all that much. I don't know if it's plot heavy, so I don't know if I'll check that out. At least not initially. Oh my god, this volume was great. I mean, I don't know where to classify it if I were to put it from volume 1 to volume 5, but I enjoyed it in the sense that, you know, obviously progress was made. The one thing that I'm actually a little surprised by is that we're in and out of a kingdom in a volume, right? Like, we got to Anima last volume, and the last volume was traversing. This volume, the only thing that I would say that I was somewhat disappointed by was that Team RWBY basically stayed in a house for 10 episodes before they made a move, and we never got to really see Mistral like we got to see Vale. And I was really looking forward to that because I loved the aesthetic. I loved the, you know, the references that they made in the World of Remnant about like how people are really taken upon about like by nature and by like the natural law of things when it comes to you know, just the landscape of the kingdoms and stuff like that. And, you know, like they have houses in the cliff sides and they have airships, and I was just really fascinated by the culture, and we didn't get any of that. We weren't even really in the city. We were more like on the countryside, so to speak, based on where Team RWBY was, or Team Ranger. So that's like the major thing that I was a little upset about, on top of the fact of pacing. But Miles and Care have already acknowledged that pacing is an issue, and pacing is something that they're looking forward to adjusting in future volumes, and that's all I can really ask for. I can't ask more than them acknowledging what people are pointing out in the fandom and applying that moving forward. You know what I mean? As long as they're putting their best foot forward, as long as they're trying their absolute best, I can't really demand more or ask more of them, you know, especially if they already acknowledge it. And animations were great. Also, I want to give a personal shout out to John Yang, which I guess he's a new animator this year at Rooster Teeth, who did a bunch of the animations that I called out during the volume that I really liked. Like, he did the Yang versus the Bandits. I also believe he had a hand in Oscar or Ozpin versus either Leo Lionheart or Hazel. And I think he's like a great addition to the team. I love his animation and his work, and I really look forward to seeing like how he like ups the ante or what he improves on or applies to like Volume 6 and beyond, depending on what they have him work on over there, if he is a part of the mainstay team or if he's just contract hire. But I absolutely loved his work. I was always like caught out by it, and Kim Newman would always tell me like, oh yeah, John did that one, or John. And I love the fact that he did the Yang versus the Bandits and his last name is Yang. So I feel like Rooster Teeth was just like, hey, this guy John Yang, he's applying, let's hire him and let's give him a Yang animation to do, just because it matches his last name. But man, I loved this. I'm actually gonna go back like in the next couple of days. I'm gonna have my discussion later this week too for the finale, so I can kind of give more of my like in-depth thoughts of the episode, because it kind of felt like a falling action and conclusion chapter than anything else. So I didn't feel like there was anything major to personally like critique and talk about. I did like the Yang versus Raven in a way that kind of was like an emotional fight for both of them to kind of get out what the other person wanted to say. And, you know, they have baggage that they want the other person to hear about. More so Yang to Raven. Raven, at the end of the day, should be one to take that criticism from her daughter, especially given the fact that her daughter's that way because of her abandonment and because of the fact that she doesn't know a lot about Raven, and Raven just doesn't like sharing that information, even though, you know, she puts on this facade that she's strong, and it's just like it's just like Tai Yang said, right? He was like, oh, you know, your mother thinks like you and your mother only really think that strength is all that matters in a fight. And like you have to challenge it head on, but you don't see any other options around you. And I think that's Raven's problem. She's too narrow-minded in not just how she handles herself combatively, but also when it comes to more, you know, grounded situations like what we saw in this chapter. But I really liked it. Adam got away, so thank God, because I didn't want him to be punked and arrested and, you know, basically set off for a few volumes. So he's got to sort some shit out, especially because he ran off and, you know, like they mentioned, no one's going to want to follow somebody who leaves and runs out on you like that. So a lot of set pieces are kind of reset at this point and kind of, I guess, recalibrated for what we're going to be dealing with next volume, which, again, they're going to Atlas, and Weiss just spent an entire volume leaving Atlas. So once she finds out that they're going back there, I'd love to see, like, a comedic joke thrown in there. Like, the volume starts out, and, like, the first thing you hear is Weiss say, "What?" Like, I just left home and I gotta go back, like, and maybe her protesting going back to going back to Atlas. But I love the volume. I love this finale. It felt very satisfying to see that the heroes are actually winning, and we're actually on the forefront. We have our first triumph as the heroes, as the protagonists, as the viewers, and now the enemies are on the run. Salem seems more annoyed by it. It doesn't seem like she sees this as like an end-all be-all situation, based on the fact that Cinder is potentially dead. She lost her opportunity at a relic, and her accomplices are running scared. So I'd love to see like more of Salem next volume in terms of like her overall thoughts, because we're going to Atlas, and it seems like Watts has grudges with Atlas being a disgraced Atlesian scientist and the like. So overall, I'm just fascinated. Like I said, I'm going to kind of gather my thoughts over the week and do my last live stream discussion for Chapter 14 to kind of give more of an in-depth approach on this chapter, scene by scene, moment by moment. But thank you guys very, very much for tuning into these on a weekly basis. Like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments. I will be doing other things around the channel, getting back, like I said, into RWB, into streaming. I'm still going to have a breath of RWBY content after the volume is over, so I hope you guys look forward to that. But, yeah, I'm not going to say goodbye. If anything, I'll just say see you guys later. We're going to have a lot more awesome times ahead, especially for RWBY Volume 6 and the like. But, again, thank you guys so much for your support. Like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.